Hello and welcome to episode 1. I'm your host, Jordan, and on this podcast, I help fight binge-watching boredom by watching the pilot episode of TV shows on your favorite streaming networks and help you save time and answer the question, should I binge that? On today's episode, I'll be discussing Boss Baby Back in Business with my co-host, Grace.
Hello.
And you'll find out if it is a winner or a loser. So, Boss Baby Back in Action is for children, and the reason we decided to do this episode today was in case there's any parents out there who wanted to watch a Netflix show with their children. So there is no explicit language used. I think it says it's for TVY 7. So, you got 7-year-olds, then it's appropriate for them. And they definitely succeed in targeting that audience. A little rundown of what happened in the episode. We're not introduced because there's a movie.
Boss Baby.
Boss Baby.
Good movie.
Which apparently was based on a book, or at least the series is based on a book, because it said it in the beginning credits that it's based on a book. So the movie Boss Baby, which I don't think any of the voice actors are from the movie as well. I think they're all new voice actors for the TV show. So we're not really introduced to the characters. We just see the two brothers, Templeton and... Is his name Boss Baby?
I don't know his name.
I think his name's Boss Baby. Because that's what they referred to him as, was Boss Baby. I don't remember a name for the Boss Baby at all. So it's Templeton is the older brother and Boss Baby. And they're eating their vegetables. Which Boss Baby loves green beans, Templeton does not. So they make a deal with each other that if Boss Baby eats Templeton's green beans, then Templeton owes Boss Baby a favor. So they agree to it. Boss Baby eats the green beans, and they go to Boss Baby's baby headquarters. So there's a baby factory that babies are in charge of because babies want to be the cutest and most loved thing in the world.
Yeah.
And Boss Baby he works there, and he is tasked by the CEO to control a really terrible baby named Scooter because he's making all of the neighbors hate babies. And this is where you laughed. You enjoyed Scooter. Why did you enjoy Scooter?
I don't know. I have a weird sense of humor, and Scooter was throwing a fit, and then he just decided to strip, and it was all pixelated. The cartoon was pixelated, and it was pretty funny.
Not only did he strip, he took his diaper and spun it around his head, and he looked really angry, like he was going to throw it at somebody. So Scooter's a terrible baby, and I hated babies after watching Scooter. I hated babies, so completely understandable that all the neighbors hated Scooter. So Boss Baby is tasked, alongside Templeton, to go and stop Scooter from making everybody hate babies. So they call in the task force, which is this grotesque, muscular baby named Muscle Baby.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I think his name was Jimbo. I do think he had a name.
Jimbo Muscle Baby.
So he's Jimbo Muscle Baby. And
the girl baby,
who was the wild card, named something that started with an S.
Remember? Oh, I thought it was Zoe.
Maybe it was Zoe.
Maybe
we'll
not.
say Zoe. It was Zoe, the wild card, and then the triplets, who just mostly stay at home, is what they said. So they go and they order a swing, like a baby swing, for the family of Scooter as a distraction because it's just a violent, slightly racist baby swing because it's from Japan and it just shouts in an angry Asian voice at them as it's spinning and trying to hit them. So then they go upstairs and for a meeting with
Scooter Busky.
And Scooter baby talks and insults their mother, and then just starts throwing a tantrum all over. Templeton thinks he solves it by giving him a frozen pacifier, but that just makes him bite things. So he bites things, and then Boss Baby sends Templeton on a special mission, calling in the favor for the green beans. He sends him on a special mission to go get gold stars and meet him back at the office. So he goes to get gold stars, meets him back at the office, and it turns out it was just a ruse to get Templeton away so they could recall Scooter and take him back to baby headquarters to re-educate him, and they gave him a replacement baby, the Buskies, a replacement baby, Jimbo, who looks nothing like Scooter.
It's really creepy.
Yes. And the mom freaks out when she finds out that Jimbo is their new baby and not Scooter. Calls the police, runs out of the house. So they end up causing the neighborhood to hate babies even more, because now this baby is causing all the police in their neighborhood to be on lockdown. So they go back to the Buskies' house to try to figure out what to do next. I don't know what they were doing, because they didn't bring back the baby at that point. Cause
yeah.
They were trying to figure out some way to solve the problem, and then Templeton ends up going, oh, you know what? I know how to do it. I'll release Scooter. So he releases Scooter and brings him back to the neighborhood. Scooter goes up to the parents, and then everybody sees the baby like the parents see him as family. And that one incident there changes everybody's minds about babies. And this couple who wanted to get a cat decides that they hate cats and they're going to have a baby now. So Templeton saved the day. And then that was kind of it.
Yeah.
So that was the episode we watched. The concept of it, it's not original. It's a spin-off of the TV show, or the movie. This is a TV show. The TV show is a spin-off of the movie.
I was a big fan of the movie.
I did not watch
the movie. This was a good idea to watch.
I'll have to watch the movie.
The movie was really good.
Yeah? Huh. I haven't heard. That's Alec Baldwin, right? As the baby? Yeah.
Which I hate him, but...
Well, he's got a good Boss Baby voice, though, you know?
Yeah.
And then that's also apparently based off of a book. So, not original concept. I mean, I guess the total concept of it is kind of original. I've never heard of a baby's running a company. So I guess in that way it is original.
What world are you living in?
Maybe babies do run the world. Who knows? I mean, I guess
they
kind of.
do.
Good point. Good point. They executed their concept well. Mm-hmm. Babies running the universe. I don't know how do the babies change themselves, though? Because that CEO, he said he was going to soil his diaper in front of Boss Baby. He did. Who changes his diaper? Because they don't have families. The babies in the business, they don't all have families. Because he made a comment about Boss Baby choosing a family.
Right.
So who changes his diaper? And do they only eat cookies up in Boss Baby Land?
Milk?
Cookies and milk? So they're Santa Claus. Are they elves?
Wait, that's confusing.
Because not all of them have families.
Yeah.
So how do they... Maybe it explains it later in the series.
Maybe.
How their diapers get changed. Because that's going to bug me.
Because they're kind of self-sufficient. Like, when the parents go away, the Boss Baby got up and was all, like, eating all proper and stuff. So why are they still even in diapers?
That's true. Maybe he was doing it to prove a point and they don't actually use the diapers. They just wear them just in case they have to be around adults, maybe. And the CEO was just trying to prove a point. Be like, look, I'm bigger than you are. I'm better. I can poop my diaper and I don't care. Maybe they change themselves. I don't know.
Anyways.
Yeah, anyways. The plot of this was easy to follow. I mean, it was 24 minutes long. It's a nice short episode. And not, a lot happened where you had to really pay attention, you could leave for 5 minutes of it, come back, and know what's happening.
Yes.
So that's good for, parents with kids. You don't have to pay attention to the whole series, and your kids can still think that you watched it with them.
And you can still get those good one-liners that they have in there, because they had a few.
Yeah, they did. They did have some, like with any kids show, they did have some adult humor in there where it was like, oh, I get that. That's funny for me and not for kids. But the kids wouldn't understand why it's funny. As for casting, I don't know any of the people. I didn't recognize any of the voices. So, I mean, it really wasn't like, can't say it was cast well or cast poorly. They did a job.
Yeah.
They just were voices. I didn't really hear a voice and go, that belongs to that character. So, I mean, I guess they did well. And the characters acted like they should. Boss Baby was all about business and being a boss baby. I mean, I wish they could have gotten Alec Baldwin back for the TV series. That would have been better.
Yeah.
But that probably would have been too much money. I feel like they didn't spend too much money on this show.
No.
The characters, I do want to see more of the world. Like, that did draw me in, seeing more, like, how do the babies, the diaper change, like, those kind of things. Like, I want to see more of this, and I want to know more about Boss Baby, because it was kind of fun. With this baby pretending to be a baby when the parents are around, and then be like, oh no, I'm a boss, and straighten his tie up and everything. Like, also, was he wearing a suit in front of the parents? I don't remember. Or did he change into a suit later on?
I think he changed into the suit, but I don't remember.
Huh. So they can change their own clothes. Maybe they do change their own diapers then.
Yeah. But then what's the point of just lazy?
Yeah.
You should definitely watch the movie, though.
I think I will watch the movie. It's on Netflix, I think.
Yeah.
So, hey, there we go. Yeah, so that's another thing. If your kids liked the movie's on Netflix. They can watch that, and then they can watch the follow-up TV series. So, right there. What about your predictions for what's going to happen? Like, where is this going? What's going to happen in these episodes?
I don't know. I feel like they're all going to be just independent, different little save the day scenarios,
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's not going to be like where there's a story continuing from episode to episode. I think it's going to be like obviously a major story overarching all the episodes, but it's going to be little contained episodes where, we're going to go solve Scooters. We're going to go solve blah, blah, blah's problems and try to get... Yeah, I think you're right. I do look forward to the episode where they're trying to be cuter than puppies.
Oh, yeah. I think there's something about that in the movie.
Maybe that was the plot of the movie. Maybe they were trying to be cuter than puppies in the movie.
Yeah.
I hope they do that again, because maybe I'll have to watch the movie then, because I feel like babies and puppies going at each other would be pretty... Oh, yeah. Is there a puppy business? Like a puppy corps?
Yeah!
There's a puppy corps.
Well, there was something... The movie, the guy started like a puppy factory. Not a factory.
There's a puppy mill.
Puppy mill. And then the babies wanted to go stop him because they were winning everyone's hearts instead of the babies. So that was, I think, what was the movie was about. I watched it a while ago.
Maybe that's why they talked about cats and not puppies in this one. Maybe that'll be a cat war. I'd like a cat war too. Cat and baby
cat
war.
Fight.
They could do that like a special like end of the season one. Have a cat fight. So here we go. Is it a winner or a loser? It's a winner?
Winner. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's a winner. I mean, if you're just a regular adult without children, or you don't babysit anybody, you don't have any nieces and nephews, you don't have any children of your own, I would say you could chalk it up as a loser. I wouldn't recommend just watching it as a grown adult by myself. But if you're babysitting, if you had nieces and nephews, young nieces and nephews, but it wasn't bad to sit through. I could sit through.
There's a lot worse you could watch.
Heck yeah.
And this, you could kind of get into a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Like you like the Boss Baby, you want to follow his story more, and you want to know more about the world. And there was the humor, and it wasn't half bad. So, yeah, I'd say it's a winner if you have young kids. You should definitely give it a go. And that's it for this episode. Thank you all so much for listening. Please make sure to like and subscribe and share the episode. We really appreciate the support and your help in getting us out there. Not getting Gus.
Getting
us. Neither of us are Gus.
Oh.
So, be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook at Episode 1 Pod. That's WON1. And you can find our podcast on Podbean and wherever podcasts are sold. They're free, though they're not sold. Just search for Episode 1. And the link is also on our website. Thank you, and good night.
Wherever podcasts are sold.